Hey everybody, good Sunday evening. This is Jason with JERRC, just going through and sharing everything out, so if you bear with me just a moment. Alright, I got it all set up. Thanks for anybody out there that's watching. This video is just going to be, I'm going to go over, I just got the new LMT roller, and I got some new aftermarket stuff that I got that I'm going to put on there and kind of show off, and that you guys might have throughout this. Hopefully keep it short, maybe about an hour at the most. Trying to figure out how to get it on TV. There it is. Can everybody hear me okay? Just trying to put it up on my TV so I can answer any questions, but it's not working. Anyways, alright, so anyways, I got the here in today. I got the Gravedigger and Son of a Digger coming, should be here Tuesday. Start going over some things on that as well. I did notice that on mine, the front two wheels are pretty straight, but the back wheels have a huge wobble in it, almost like a flat spot or something in the wheel, or the way it was glued on there or something. So I'm not clear what's going on with that. I took them off, checked the hex and everything. I do notice that the rear wheels on mine are towed in. Hey, what's going on, Booster? Let me go full screen with this so I can... I should play it on TV. See if this works. This is hard screen from where I'm at, so I'm throwing it up on my TV. Yeah, that didn't work. And no, you didn't miss anything. I'm just trying, like I said, trying to get this up on the screen so I can see what people are commenting, so I can respond. Like I said, it's not working. So let me see if I can just go full screen with it there. Oh, that ain't gonna help either. Yeah, that doesn't help me. All right. So, anyways, so like I said, I got the LMT. I noticed the comments and other people had that the tires are wobbly. Mine are wobbly, two of them at least. The back ones, front ones, they've got a little bit, but I'm not really worried about it because I don't plan on doing any high-speed runs with this, and I wouldn't expect it to run that way anyway. But I will bring it up to Losi or Horizon and let them know whether they decide to send me some or new ones or not. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just to make them aware of it, pretty much. The truck itself, obviously the black cage, all that stuff, good out of the way. So basically, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna walk through putting the axle braces on. I know it's Tony with CCXRC had put some on there, and I'm just gonna do my little tutorial on how to do it. It's really simple. A few bolts. It's got some replacement screws that come with the kit. The braces are right here, and obviously going on either side of the front of the axle to beef it up and make it a little bit stronger. I have seen a lot of people having issues with their axles breaking. Also, the rod ends breaking, and you know we're in Florida here, and that's where a couple people I know have had issues with it. So we don't get that cold like up north, but still get cold nonetheless. And they ended up breaking a couple axles and some 4-link bar rod ends. So, anyways, the servo saver on here looks pretty good. I actually working on a metal one right now, but I might hold off on that because this is already done, and I think Hot Racing makes one too now. But anyways, got sitting on nice blue stands here to match the son of a digger. When it gets here Tuesday, we'll see how closely for Grave Digger. So yeah, so the first thing is the axle hub spacers for the J Concept wheels. These I decided to go with a 17 millimeter hex because the hex on these here. I'll go ahead and take this off. I'm not gonna put the axles. Well, we'll see how it goes. The axle braces on both sides, because I don't want to be on here for too long. Let's see here. Alright, so have the hex, and you've got a threaded through pin that goes through the other side that locks. Come on. I don't know why this thing's not wanting to focus, but anyways, you can see what I'm talking about there. I know Freestyle RC's got some that are coming out that slide over on a pin. That's a good idea, is because if there's any play, if your nut comes loose at all, that's going to back off and allow that pin to spin and twist out of there and mess up your hub spacer. Whereas this, it has the pin through it, it's not going anywhere unless you shear it, which I highly doubt that you will. On the hub spacers, like I said, I got two different kinds. These are the 25, is what they end up being total, but they've got threaded grub screws that go through on either side, and those two grub screws actually screw into the hole. Come on, the hole that's right there. So even if your nut backs off, the grub screws will be holding on to the hex and you won't lose your wheel. Whereas with the other ones, if the screw starts, or the nut starts to come loose and it backs off, it's going to skip over or break or tear up the hub with the pin. And that's just my opinion. Whether that's the case or not, I don't know. I haven't tried theirs, and I'm not. This is what I have. I'm trying to decide if anybody could leave a comment in the comment section that views this video at whatever time. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about the hubs. I'm getting some aluminum, 7075 aluminum, same design here, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to get the large ones or what I'm calling the regulation ones that actually get you just at or under 16 inches on the width of your truck. Most events that you go to, if you're racing or anything like that, I'm just trying to figure out if the black one is the taller one or the shorter one in metal. I figure my audience is probably more just the basher, play around the yard kind of people. So I would tend to say the bigger one, and then just print the smaller ones, because they work. You know, the plastic ones work pretty good too. I haven't personally got a chance to test them on this truck yet, but they've been tried and true on the SMC10. And the finished product is going to be like this, but they're going to be all black. They're going to be anodized black. And then obviously this has a 12 millimeter hex. But this is the finished 7075 aluminum piece that will be available. And those are coming for the SMT here shortly. They should be being shipped here in the next week or two, and I'll have them available in the aluminum finally. Had some issues with machining and hopefully got that taken care of now. But anyways, I'm not going to bore you with putting these on the wheels. It's pretty simple. The hex goes on that hex, and then the nut goes to the center, and your wheels go on. So, alright, and I got the other camera out there, kind of looking to get a different angle of things. Anyways, so that out of the way, get the tire out of the way, we'll move on to the axle braces. Alright, for this and the stand sticks on there pretty good, so you don't have to worry about it falling off, and you can actually run your vehicle on the stands, and it won't come off. You could put like a soft rubber padding on here to where it sticks. When it sits on the surface, it doesn't slide around, because they slide around. But you know, if you're out in the grass somewhere on asphalt or something like that, it ain't gonna move around too much. So anyways, we'll go ahead and flip this bad boy over. Actually, I'm gonna have to take the wheels off. And hopefully next week, or well, later this week or early next week, I will have the prototype chassis for the APEP and Percy's chassis portion of this chassis. And then let's see. Yep. Alright. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and take off these lower links. And why am I wasting my energy here? Alright. I got a drill for a reason. Alright. Alright, some people are having issues with the hub, axle hub here, coming loose with the drift pin, or king pin. What I'm going to end up doing to mine is I'm going to take and I'm going to drill a conical hole. Or what I noticed with the truck that I had for doing my prototyping and stuff on, the pin itself was marred up pretty bad all the way around the pin, which tells me that the pin is rotating inside of the housing. And with the pin rotating inside the housing like that, the vibration and the friction could cause the screw to back out, or the plastic to warm up, which would let the grub screw kind of work its way out. So that's obviously not something that you want to happen. So being able to keep that from spinning, and also putting a little bit of grease, in there, that way it can spin more freely and that friction doesn't become an issue. Your bottom brackets here for your lower links. In the instructions it tells you, I tell you that it's best to undo your sway bar links when doing this. Just makes it easier to put on. You don't have to, but it definitely makes it easier. And on this here, you can opt to use the stock hardware, which is fine, to putting this back together. I do provide replacement hardware for you that's a little bit longer, that allows you to make up the distance lost with the bracket when it's in there. So and hopefully here before too long I'll actually get the new T-reel axles that are coming in, and actually working with them right now to be a a retail sales for them to sell to you guys as another option. I know Crawford Performance sells some, and probably a couple others I'm not aware of off the top of my head. But I'll have another option for you there as well. But anyway, with the black, let's see if I can get this. It's really hard to tell with the black when they're on there, but if you look, you can kind of see them. They kind of glisten a little bit because the plastic that they're printed with is the plastic it's going on. They just slip right over. Then what you do is you just take your arm for the lower link, and there's no right or wrong order to do these in. You can do the lower link first, you could do the diff case first, it doesn't really matter. So how's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing pretty good? 2020 kicking off to be a good year. Hope so. Just a word of caution, I know you probably hear it more times than not. If you're using an electric drill, don't go all the way in with them. You don't want to strip stuff out. Alright. And then also on here, you want to make sure that you get this angle right with the lower link, as they are angled for the differential case. And when you thread these back in, you want to thread them in good. The plastic's going to compact a little bit. When it goes from being like a springy feel to more of a solid feel, that's kind of your indication that it's in there and tight. And I just use the stock hardware on that. I'm gonna go to the other side. I don't know if anybody's timing. Has anybody else got their LMTs out there? Or anybody looking to get one? I hope you guys take it easy with them, because the replacement parts are not even available yet, as far as I've seen or know or heard. And I don't even know that there's even a date for them yet. So just be careful out there. You want to enjoy them, but you don't want to tear them up to where you can't do anything with them if you do break them. And the biggest thing is the axles. And these braces, I know Freestyle's got some out there, and I think they serve kind of the same purpose that mine do, but the one thing I didn't like was that they hang down on the bottom end, and if you're doing any kind of whatever, yeah, it's no big deal. But if you're out playing with them in the trails or racing, going over little crushed cars or what have you, they may potentially have a chance of digging into the material or whatever it is that you're going over, which could damage it or the truck. Alright, time. Alright, so that's all back together. get these rod ends back in. Another thing I didn't like about this because the truck I was doing prototyping with, it wasn't a complete truck. So I didn't get to see the whole thing as it's in front of you right now. So yeah, no, I did a live. I tried to do a live earlier, but I had audio issues. I forgot to turn my stupid microphone on, so I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes talking and didn't realize it. So I canceled that and deleted it, and I did this one again. I know quite a few people that have them or getting them, but they said you just gotta be careful because there's no parts for them right now. But back to what I was saying about the other thing that I didn't like about this was the fact that this with the sway bars on there, they're very I wouldn't say they're flimsy, but nature, I can't see that they're practical. There's so many moving pieces on it, and none of them seem to be all too tight of a fit. So there's a lot of play in the swing arms. So it's kind of a deterrent for me, but nonetheless, that's just, like I said, this is just my opinion. Alright, so front's done. Alright, now people are talking about changing geometry and stuff like that. I mean, if 2 millimeters is going to be that drastic for you, then I mean, I guess don't get something like this to help. But I mean, with them installed, I mean, they kind of blend right in to the axle housing. They don't stand out too much. And then black, I mean, unless you're really looking for them or knowing what you're looking for, you're not going to see them because it just looks like part of the truck. So I'm going to get these back ones off. I don't know why I connected them lower links again. I got to take them back off here in a minute. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to put on some trailing arms. Trailing arms I have available are for stock length, and they are available. I got silver and I got black. I'm going to show you the black ones that I got. That's what I'm putting on here. Oop. Alright. Let's see. Alright, just checking to make sure. Alright, so on to the back. And these ones here, like I said before that no one heard me, these are actually camber. I don't remember. They're pointing in, they're towed inward, which are supposed to be canted downward. I think it's canted. So these are on backwards from the way that they're supposed to be. Whether that's part of the problem or not, I don't know. From the way I understand, they should be canted down, not cambered, toe in, toe out, kind of thing. Hell, I can never remember. that's done. I'll go ahead and take these lower links out here. All right. Alrighty. So again, you just slide them over the sway bar. They're going to be a nice snug fit. If any trimming is going to be necessary, it might be necessary right along here where the right here where the lower link mount goes. It might need a little trimming on the piece here, just depending on how well your axle housing goes together there. Some are kind of offset a little bit, I guess, but for the most part they're all straight, so not really anything to worry about too awful much. So all in all, to do this front and rear, I mean, if you're just taking your time, not in a rush. I mean, I'm kind of going a little fast because I don't want the video to be forever. But if you're just taking your time doing it, probably take you, worst case, 20 minutes maybe to do both sides, maybe 30 minutes or 2. Or maybe 3. And again, don't be shocked when you see the plastic sticking up. It's meant to stick up because you got to keep the level of the sway bar, or not the sway bar, but the link level parallel to the ground. You don't want it to be tilted. All right. Now for the centerpieces. Hey, anybody just joining? Yeah, just putting on these axle braces. Just got my new LMT roller, and putting her together here. I'm kind of on the fence about that because they feel really squishy, or not really squishy, but it's like to me it feels almost like a cheap oilless shock almost, just the feel of it. It's kind of rough feeling, so I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure what's causing that. Maybe the shock's bent. I seen somebody had a couple people had bent shocks out of the box. Maybe mine were, but nonetheless, put this drive shaft back on. But I mean, they got good travel, and the rebound on them really feels pretty good. So I'm gonna complain there. All right. So next, now that we got those out of the way, just be careful when you're putting all this stuff on here. When you're tightening these down, you don't strip. This is the only piece of advice that I would give you. Alright, so now we have the drag links. And the drag links, as most of you already know, are used to mount sway bars or shocks or both to the truck. And the LMT comes with holes on both sides to mount shocks on the trailing arms. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, so the bottom ones, the trailing arms don't come with rubber or truck, because I figured the hole or the mounts. So the trailing arms, they come with grub screws or not pre-installed, but they come with it. And then you can, when you put them all together, you can put it together however you choose. Like these here, they had these running the opposite way that I normally do them, but nonetheless. Alright, and these are stock length trailing arms. Sometimes it's easier, you just take a wrench or hex driver and just screw them on down that way. There's one down. Who else we got out there? I see there's some of the viewers on there. Don't be shy. Just here having a good time playing with the monster truck. Alright, so now these come out two different ways. The head of them is a little bit further this way and get more of a vertical pattern out of it, or flip it around and you'll get more of an offset kind of pattern. That's up to you. I like running them in an offset direction myself, but seriously. Oh, cheapo stuff. Oh, I gotta get another one. It always helps to have if you guys seen the photos I posted about this stuff, you might have seen these links, the silver ones. I personally like the black better. I like black on everything pretty much. The roller, at first, I ordered the roller first, and then I ordered the son of a digger and grave digger just to keep the bodies. Then go to monster truck shows or something, take them, have them sign them. My kids love monster trucks, at least my oldest one does. Alright. And then we'll repeat on this side. Dang it. Okay, now I have a new gripe about this truck. This stupid hardware that they use. Gotta be the worst stuff. Tell me that don't look sexy. And I'll be showing you two here. I don't know how long I've been going for. Ooh, 40 minutes. I also want to get the sway bars on here too. Show you guys what it'll look like. That might be a different video because I gotta take the plates apart to get the factory sway bars out of the way. So yeah, that'll probably be might be a different video. We'll see. Just had a nut fall off from somewhere. Not quite sure where that came from. Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from. I gotta see what you wrote there. I gotta pull this up on my phone. I can't see. This asked about the stock sway bars Wednesday. Easy to remove. Yeah, you have to remove the chassis plates to get the stock sway bars out of your way. There's no way around that because they fit in. I can't. Damn it. Yeah, it sucks, but I mean it's not that hard. And I'll probably do it in this video anyways, just to get it out of the way. I don't want to have to keep making videos. When I get started on doing something, I just want to do it. Like I said, this is just a time for me to mess with this, and figured I'd invite anybody along for the ride that wanted to come. I don't know what the heck's going on with my internet here. Can't even pull up YouTube on my phone. Yeah, whether you use these or not, I just think they look a stock bar on there. Why can I not get this? Alright, there's what it looks like with the trailing arms on. I'm gonna snag me a picture here of it. Real interweb. I don't want to take a picture of my ugly butt. It sucks. I can't see the TV. That sucks, yeah. Well, there's 2 people watching. For now, I guess. Alright. Now that we got those back on, I can break me out my stands. Alright. So now we got her back up on the stand there. And then your lower links here, you can just kind of do whatever you want with them. Alright, so there she be with the lower links installed and the axle braces installed. Gonna do one of these for now, do the front. That way I don't keep you guys on here forever. At any rate, and disconnect these lower link of the like he stands sliding too. You can just spin it on around, get your job done, and move on. Handy little magnet tray. Put all my fine goodies in. Alright, then we want to take grub screws out, remove your sway bars. And some of you are probably wondering why I'm disassembling a completely brand new truck. One, because I got some other cool stuff to put on it, and 2, I've never been one to leave well enough alone. Put it that way, I guess. Take your shock screw out, pop your shock off. Watch out, there's the little plastic pieces. The eyes will pop right out. Alright, so you're going to take your shock off. You'll take this rear support brace just on the one side is all you need. It's kind of nice for the design is the plates come off individually. I'm assuming they did that for if they got damaged, but as I've said from the very beginning, as soon as I knew they were coming out with this truck, the only thing I wanted it for was the drivetrain, and I wasn't lying. Alright, so the sway bar pops right out. Yeah, like I was saying, I knew I wanted to make a chassis for this, and now I've got 4 different chassis. They're all based off of the APEP and Percy's. They're just variations of it that are made to work with this setup here. And then I also have the Pro R, and the R stands for racing. Whether people use it for racing or not, I don't know, and that's up to you. But with some inputs from people that actually drive the real thing and had their hands on the RCs for quite a bit, taking their inputs, and that's where I came up with the chassis. And it's got some CG changes to it battery mount, location, all that stuff are different. That's done. Get the shock mount put back up. Phew, getting up a sweat here. Trying to go super fast. Yeah. I don't like to mess around with stuff in response to that. It's like when I came up with the axle brace idea, someone told me or asked me if I was gonna make one. But I kind of took that and ran with it, and now here we are. So that's kind of how that one ended up. The drive shaft. Dang. Anyways, so here is the. Where's that? Here it is. The heavy duty. Stick that down in ya. So these links are a little bit smaller width-wise than the other ones. So you may want to shim them. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that on here. You may or may not need to, but if you want, or if you can, there's no sense in not doing it to keep from putting stress on the plastic there. It's already under enough strain. So just take a 1 millimeter. On these here, sorry I'm not being talkative, just concentrating. Alright, once you got that tightened down, sway bar goes up there, y'all. So now you just kind of put this up wherever you think you might want it. You want it to be uniform to the yeah, what am I trying to say? You want it to be uniform to the front and the rear. So if you put it in one hole in the front, you gotta make sure you got room in the rear, because you got one screw back here that's a little bit different. So what I did on mine is I put it right, the very first hole past hole is where I put mine. It is a snug fit, and if your coating on your chassis is a little thick, you just wrench it around a little bit. Or you can clean it out with a 3mm drill bit, which is probably what I should have done instead of doing it this way. But either way, right, that slides on the. Get my bushing. You'll have a little bushing that comes with it, a little nylon spacer. It spaces it away from the chassis a little bit. Four set screw on it, and it's keywayed. It's keywayed here, so if you see right here on the end, it's got enough room for that rod to slip right inside there, so it can't spin. And then your sway bar works right there by your shock. Now we're waiting on the I had to so we're waiting on those to come in, but once they come in, we'll be all good. And you kind of look at it with the tires on it, see kind of what it looks like. So that's what we're looking at with the tires. Everything still moves nice and smooth. you get a more, in my opinion, a little bit more realistic look with the. Of course, that's just my opinion. It doesn't amount to much. So if you come down, and the sway bar here, the arm screw, use a cap screw because you can use a 3mm Allen to really crank down on it. But once you Loctite it into place, you shouldn't have to worry about it too much, if at all. So that's just kind of how I do it. But at any rate, that's pretty much it. I mean, the rest of it's gonna be done too. Like I said, I'm waiting on the torsion bar to come in for the sway bars, so I can mount them up officially. I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like and how it would look when it's done versus the rear. Which the rear, I mean, like I said, it doesn't look to me. But it's just me. I like the look of that better. And like I said, lower control arms or drag links. But anyway, so I think that's it. I pretty much, aside from putting the wheel spacers on, I pretty much accomplished my goal. Here's one that has a hub already on it. But it just, like, again, just slides right on, bolts on, you're good to go if you like. But yeah, I'll do another video on the wheel spacers and stuff later, and the rest of the stuff. I just wanted to basically try it out for myself, see how it was gonna look and fit. Like I said, the truck I had before that I was using was not a complete truck, so I didn't have all the pieces to kind of check it all together and make sure everything was, you know, good to go, right and tight, you know. But now that I got it, I'll have it all set up, and then when I get the grave digger and son of a digger this week, I will be setting those up as well and getting those done, the same axle braces and all that stuff. Those are gonna be either, I don't know if I'm gonna do the APEP or the Percy's on it. Probably do the Percy's. Actually, yeah, because the APEP's already spoken for. Someone else is gonna get it, use it, try it out, see what they think of it. So, and I'll have the Percy's, and then the Pro R will be in Percy's and APEP as well, which is a truck in the cage. And I'll probably do the APEP in that one, just so I can have two different ones. And the third truck is just for me to bash around on, test out new stuff. But yeah, stay tuned. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Like I said, I'll probably be coming out and actually selling the T-Rail axles here shortly. Working out with them right now on that, and we should have them heading this way before too long. And once I get those done up, once I get the set I just ordered is gonna go on this truck. This is more my show-off truck, I guess, since it's just a roller. And then once I get it all done up and modded and everything, I'll probably end up going and then whoever gets it can get it. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, whether it'll be a raffle or whatever, but we'll figure something out. Because this one will get all the mods and everything done to it, and then it'll be out. Everybody staying tuned and watching for those who did. Booster, hey, take it easy, man. Hopefully we'll get more videos out here Like I said, this was just me recording what I was gonna do anyways. So many watchers, but that's all right. Anyways, guys, have fun, enjoy the new trucks. I know I am as soon as I get them. Take care, be careful, run them safe. Don't try to go all crazy with them right now because, like I said, there are no parts for them yet. Don't know when they're going to release them because I ordered a bunch of spares and they're still on back order. So I don't know when they're going to come in, but nonetheless, just have fun with it. Don't tear it up too much where you can't run them. If you need axle braces, jercustomdesigns.com/shop, and you can find all the stuff there that I have for the monster trucks, the SMT, the LMT, the axle stands, all this stuff that I got. Just hit me up. Let me know if there's something you're looking for and I don't have it. Maybe I can make it. But until next time, guys, have a good evening and stay safe out there. And we'll see you in the next video.